Welcome back, guys, for another episode of the GhettoRig podcast. Today's episode 300, if I'm not mistaken. My producer told me it's the big 300. We've been doing this for about over 3 years now?
Almost 3 years. November will be 3 years.
November will be 3 years. Yeah. For those who don't know, my name is Eddie. To my left, we have my co-host, Jay. Behind the camera, controlling all the goody stuff is Miggy, the man himself, doing his thing back there. So episode 300, boys. It's been a long time.
So, apparently, I found out today's years old when I found out that at this point, everybody's talking about learn AI. No point. AI does a better job at controlling AI at this point. So, there's this AI. Name of it is Hermes, right? And Hermes basically uses whatever AI you connect it to, whether it's ChatGPT or this or that or third, and it's called what's called a agentic AI, which means you get an agent on Discord, and you basically tell it to do things, and it does it for you. The brain, the processing power could be ChatGPT, the 5.5 or whatever, the latest one, and then you tell it, go use Claude, scan through 30 videos of this specific person, give me whatever subjects they talk about, start preparing me for debating this person. They'll scan the 30 videos, give you breakdowns, boom, 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 each item, and how you can dabble, how you can go against it. It's basically what it's doing is using ChatGPT to control other AIs, like to do tasks and things like that. You can say, okay, use Perplexity to start managing my inbox, my email, my tasks, be my assistant, this and that, the third. There's two versions of it. One, you can have it on your phone, which you have to pay for tokens to use it because you're using cloud computing, their computing. Or you can just have a standalone device that you can run it on, and it uses your own device to go back and forth.
But I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like, I guess it could be helpful because the AIs are constantly competing against each other in the different fields of how good they are. Whether it be things like everyday tasks, like you said, managing your inbox, or maybe something like video editing, image generation, coding. Like if you look over the last 6 months, we've seen the lead be taken back and forth.
Well, that's
this person now does it better. Now this person's getting better. Now this one's getting better.
Well, that's
so I
the
guess
thing.
that can help you bouncing between the bunch.
This is the thing. You don't need to use different ones. Whoever is better, whoever is worse. You don't have to use that.
But
anymore.
Don't you have to tell it which one to use?
Yeah. So you know which one it is. And
so what's the difference between me telling it and then typing it in and going to it myself?
Because you don't have to deal with it. It's an agent. It works for you. Make sense?
I mean,
for example,
a lot of these AIs already have multi access to one. Like
let me give you an idea. So let's say you want to create an app. You want the pictures done with this AI. You want the code done with this AI. You want the text done by this AI. This and that. The third, the fourth, the fifth. You tell your agent, hey, I need this app. You get parameters all right, and you instruct it. Go do this here, do this there, do this there, do this there. It'll go in and start doing all that on the background while you're chilling doing something else.
What is it called again?
Hermes. Hermes is basically an AI agent that you connect it to the brain, whichever brain it is that you're going to use. Whether it's Gemini, GPT, whether you're connecting it to Claude or whoever it is that you're connecting it to use as a brain. And then you just go from there.
Mickey, I haven't really been messing with, experimenting with the, ChatGPT, or I've heard some of the guys at the office are now using Gemini. Have you been messing with it much lately? Because I know, I tried a few things here and there for our job when it first came out, and it kind of just frustrated me into, I feel like I could just do it better myself. I
use ChatGPT to give me ideas of some templates. I've used it for that before.
It's getting a lot better.
No, not necessarily. It still fucks up. You can't really get the details right.
So this is the thing. Gemini is owned by Google, right?
Right.
And then there's Meta's. Meta also has its own AI.
Which one is that?
I forget the name of it.
It's just called Meta AI.
Yeah. So let's say you're on Hermes. You're telling, hey, use Meta AI, Go to this person's picture profile, like you're doing photos. Go through his profile, figure out what type of photos he's taken, what are the gradients and this and that, the third. Take these pictures, and I want you to make them look exactly the same. So take those pictures, look at the IG profile, scrape it, look at the IG profile, and make your pictures look exactly like that guy's pictures or the girl's pictures. Even though you know nothing about what parameters they use, what they did, what they didn't do, none of that matters, because he scrapes the photo, analyzes it, and gives you output.
My problem with that is like,
It's not original.
yeah, it's not that it's not original. It's that I haven't yet to see an AI generation of like if I take a picture of something
Mm-hmm.
and I go, hey, I just want you to upscale it
Mhm.
or anything like that, it still changes things.
It still downscales it too.
And-
And 80 something by something.
Well, yeah, of course.
And
because
so
it's
this is the problem we're gonna have. Ready? Let's say I have a brand that I'm shooting for, and I go in and I get all these photos, and I tell the AI, hey, I want to just edit the photos to look exactly like what they like. Look at
Mhm.
their thing, like you just said. It's gonna change things, and then also like it's gonna mess up people's faces. It's gonna mess up logos. It's gonna mess up text. Anytime that any of those little things get caught in those photos, it will mess it up and
Yeah,
change them.
But remember, you're talking about only one AI that you use, whether it's ChatGPT or whatever, right? What I'm talking about, this specific Hermes uses multiple different AIs, combines them all together, and gives you an output. Which means it can use an AI specifically designed only for photos, specifically designed to scrape the photos and understand how the photos are made, then feed the data to this new one, get this right, and then do another AI that compares
It's
them to
gonna
make
know
sure everything's-
exactly where to go without me telling it.
No, you have to tell it.
Okay, so what if I have to tell it?
Mm-hmm.
You have to build. That's like building a whole entire app just to do that one thing.
Yeah, but if you
Yeah.
don't do that, then you have to go to each individual AI separately, spend your time to do that. Now you just upload the picture, say, I want you to go here, here, here for this, 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 this. Here's the command. Boom, command goes. You just talk to it. Command goes.
You still have to.
You step
modify
back.
Things.
Yeah, and I still have to experiment. I have to go through and experiment with
Yeah.
those AIs one-on-one in the first place to figure out which is the best one for my thing.
No, because you're using the scraper. Scrapers do their job, right? They scrape everything.
Yeah, but you're telling me I have to know which AI to tell it to use.
Yeah.
And how am I going to know which one is correct and the one that's going to work without testing it first?
You ask the same AI. Ask the AI. This
I
is
don't trust the
this-
AI to tell me
Yeah.
the correct thing. It's given me plenty of issues before. For example,
uh-huh.
when I asked it for some presets earlier, I bought some presets and I was looking for shit to just make my shit easier. It didn't give me like the correct ones, and I would keep rectifying, and it would tell me, "Yeah, you're right. Let me just redo."
Yeah, but
this."
you're
Like,
using specifically which AI did you use?
I was using
ChatGPT.
ChatGPT.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
ChatGPT.
Is there a specifically photo AI designed for presets?
No.
Not that I know of.
I
Well,
asked
they
them.
can't. They cannot. I
I-
mean, there's
I
got to be
asked-
because they're creating videos right now, AI videos with people's faces and everything, and photos and moving. There's got to be one.
Yeah, but the problem is it doesn't recreate one-to-one. I have yet to see one do that. Even these videos that look great, someone like us with a keen eye for detail like that,
Mm-hmm.
we see it.
Okay. You see it, I don't. Who's
Yeah,
who's
but you want to know
product
who
for-
will see it?
Hmm.
When I send a video to fucking Contender Boatworks and the shit's all wrong. They're the ones who build the boat. When we send it to a customer, you have to realize they're the ones who made this product, and we'll look at it every day. And when something is wrong, they're gonna notice. It's not like I'm just creating something for me
Well, all
and putting it out to the world and be like, I think it looks
all
fine.
I'm saying,
There are
all I'm
certain
saying,
pictures that I can't post for a certain company just because the picture has a stretch mark on the seat.
I get that.
Just that alone.
I get that, but all
Clients
I'm
are
saying,
extremely picky. We could never risk getting away with something like that.
I get that, but all I'm saying, another year, all these questions that you have, because you're not the only ones that are asking these questions, they're gonna be gone. They're not even gonna be an issue anymore. It's gonna be done.
I believe it when I see it.
I'm telling you, it's gonna be done. And all of that, oh, this is copyright, this and that. Nobody's gonna give a shit about that. They're just gonna use it back and forth.
The government would, not only the government, but just the laws that would evolve to this technology.
Or I think, which one was it? Was it the GPT 5.6 or something? Somebody jailbroke it, created their own version. That thing copied and made its own itself. It copied and made itself without any controls.
That has nothing to do with what I'm trying to say, though.
No, what I'm trying to say is AI was able to replicate itself without any safeguards. Somebody jailbroke the AI, they took it, and that jailbroken AI self replicated and created another AI without any safeguards. They basically had to burn everything down because of that. So if it can create its own AI without any safeguards, do you think it cannot figure out some photos, some presets?
Okay, this is the issue, right? What I'm trying to say is, like, for example, if I want something removed out of a photo or a video or whatever it could be, I could spend the time going into, let's say, something extremely intricate, right? Not something that you can just use the remove tool like me and Miggy do all day. You can have to go into Photoshop, let's say, and spend freaking 30 minutes trying to do some bullshit on a single photo or whatever. Sometimes we're forced to do that because we can't rely.
Open ChatGPT.
We can't rely on an AI to take that photo and do exactly what we want it to do, and keep it integrally intact in the sense of not changing things, because the AI doesn't go in and say, oh, I recognize the specific piece of the photo that you're talking about, let me remove it, or let me do whatever. No, what it does is it looks at that whole photo and goes, okay, I'm going to try and replicate the whole thing top to bottom and just get rid of that thing you were talking about. You see what I'm saying? It's not making adjustments to the original photo. It's generating a whole new one with attempting to make those.
Put the microphone on. Are there AI specifically designed for photo editing? So let's say I want to take something, I want to remove that, but I want you not only to remove it, I want it to also adjust everything that looks natural, where it doesn't look like something was removed. Is there such an AI that I can currently use to edit my photos?
I'll give you the answer. After shoot.
There's a lot of things that you can do in the sense of not having to give the AI the photos. What you do is you give AI control of your computer. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's
Instead of giving it the content and expecting it to spit it back out at you, you give Claude control of your computer, and there is a way to do that. Yes.
No, that's what I'm saying. So if there's a way to do that, it's right now there's that way where you got to give control to the.
There are ways to do things, just like there are things that we used to do that get simplified by the things that are called applications, right? So all an
I understand
application
that.
is a system of commands that do a task.
I
It's the
understand
same
that.
thing you're
What I'm
saying.
trying to say,
It's just not there yet.
how much time are you guys
And you're
spending editing photos?
A long time.
That is a
Yeah.
drastically different answer
So-
between me and
That is-
Miguel.
That is true. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's say now you get.
I don't spend much time.
Yeah. Well, whatever you spend time you're spending to edit whatever is it that you're editing, right? Whatever media that you're editing. If there's AI, let's say you spend one weekend, you sit down and you spend 24 hours during the weekend figuring out what's the right way to do it, right? With these AIs. That 24 hours translates in you getting all that time back for yourself.
I just don't think I would get the same thing. Sure, that's a great way to make money, but I don't get filled that way. Like creatively, like I want to have.
Yeah,
full
but no
control.
one is gonna care about that stuff,
That's
Miggy.
what I'm saying. I don't care about what other people do. Like I do this
Yeah,
for myself. Like
No,
like
I
doing
understand
it,
what
you
you're
know
saying, but the world doesn't care about that stuff. World itself, you can't.
I don't care what other people think. If you're not, if you don't want to pay the price, don't pay the price.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not asking you to.
That's not okay. I think we've talked about the big steel companies in the United States, right?
Steel companies.
Steel companies. There were 5 big steel companies in the United States. They were producing everything from rebar all the way to big beams and everything else. The rebar,
By
not the
way,
rebar,
this-
but the mesh.
This is the answer to your question right here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You can import it. It can call your photos. It can edit, and it can retouch and deliver.
There you go. So there is AI already there.
And supposedly this looks at the way you edit, and then it adapts.
I've seen a couple that do that. You can give it examples, and it'll look at that and go, "Okay, I'll make every photo color match."
So then there you go. Then you would just task what's his name, Hermes, to use this to edit your photos. That's what I'm trying to say. This is basically is having a virtual assistant. That's what this is. This is a second person, a secretary, an assistant, somebody that does tasks for you. Where you don't need to do that, you can spend your time somewhere else and be more productive. That's the whole idea of the agentic AI. This is where AI controls AI. That's my whole point.
Just don't really trust that shit, bro.
I understand. Maybe you don't trust it now, but you will have to trust it in 6 months. Otherwise, it's gonna be
Didn't
this.
they say that 6 months ago?
Yeah, I think that's the same thing they said a year ago.
No. A year ago, you could learn how to use AI, and you were good at it. Right now, you don't have to learn how to use AI. All you have to do is get one of those agents, and they'll use it for you. As a matter of fact, you don't need to understand anything about AI. Yeah, but it's basic stuff to understand to do. Like any one of us can understand how to put it together. It's like installing an app, basically, at this point. What I'm trying to say, the steel companies in the United States, there were 5 steel companies. They were producing everything in between, from rebar, from the mesh to rebar to gigantic beams. The most cost, the most labor intensive was producing the mesh, right, for everyone. So these tiny mills came around and said, "We'll do it for you. You don't have to worry about it." They're like, "Oh, thank God, we don't have to worry about this." They'll take over it because it's costing us. We're not making any money on this. Might as well just get rid of it. Small melters started doing that. The next thing was the rebar. Next thing was this. Next thing was that. And then all of those 5 steel companies went bankrupt because the small mills took over. It's the same thing now with whether you're a photographer, you're an editor, this and that, the third. AI is the small mill and you are the big company. If you do not adapt, you're going to be phased out. You literally are going to be phased out. Right now, they're talking about then the next year, all the paralegals gone, accountants gone.
But you know who's not gonna be gone? All the people who are not willing to learn all that shit that will pay other people to do it.
Correct. They're gonna have
Guess
to
what?
pay for it.
That's where I'm at. And until that happens, I'm
Yep.
still here.
No, they're gonna have to pay, right? You're absolutely correct. But now they can find somebody that delivers them the same exact product as you, knowing nothing about the photos or anything like that, and doing it AI and doing it cheaper than you.
Somebody else's product is completely different than my product, and that is completely fine in a capitalistic environment. You can go with somebody else's product over somebody.
What I'm trying to talk about is this: when it comes to mass market, right? Mass market is not gonna care because mass market doesn't own paintings of XYZ.
It is a mass market. There's plenty of fish. There's plenty of business. There's plenty of people that are looking for whatever it is that they're looking for.
Okay. All I'm saying is if you don't do AI right now, you're going to get left behind. That's all I'm saying. You got to incorporate AI in everything you do in these days. You have to. Otherwise, you're going to be left behind, literally. You're going to be that guy, you know how we make fun of grandpa that cannot use any apps on the phone, barely can dial out, doesn't know how to use an email or write a text message? Is because they said the same exact thing. "Oh, I don't need this. I'll be okay." This is why today they don't know how to use cell phones.
Yeah, but that's their fault.
But that's what I'm saying. So if you have the idea...
Jay, you also have to understand, people are still learning AI. They're using AI tools just in their trade. People are not willing to learn a shit ton of AIs to do other shit. You know what I'm saying?
I get that. You don't have... That's my point is you don't have to learn any of that. The point is you don't have to learn any of that.
We are already using AI to not its fullest extent, because yes, we're not using these apps that do it for you, but we're already using AI tools.
I get that.
Constantly.
I get that. But right now you're controlling the AI. This isn't... I'm talking about we're already in the next stage of it.
We've been on the same topic for 20 minutes. You saw the Ray-Ban Metas have the light thing. They're going to disable it. If you take out the light, it won't record. It will stop working.
If you take out the light, it will stop working.
It will stop working.
Yeah, that makes sense. You know why the light came up, right?
Yeah, because we were trying to be some creeps.
No, because European Union basically sued them and said we're not going to release your product unless you show that you're recording, and that's why it was delayed. The production was delayed, and that's why they had to put the light in.
You got the Ray-Ban Metas now?
Yep. Yeah. Mine has the light.
Why does it have to have a light?
Because European Union said it's a safety, it's a privacy thing. You need to indicate somehow that your glasses are recording.
I could just walk around with my phone and look like I'm scrolling and be recording.
Well, that they didn't want that.
But that does kind of imply, in a way, like that you're you're signaling that you're recording.
I know, but anyone can go out and buy another brand's glasses that have cameras in them. Like, there's so many other companies that
So look-
produce items that are like hidden cameras, essentially.
Yes.
Can, but I don't have Ray-Ban Metas. Are they as good quality as? Like, are they way better in quality compared to the other ones?
Well, it's
'Cause
not.
you can get some cheap ass spy camera glasses off of Amazon for like $40, but the camera's gonna be like a 720p.
Is it,
Yeah,
you
it will be shit, but I'm just saying, like, what's the difference?
Well, you're missing the point. The point is that those little cameras that you're talking about, they're not a mass market item. Ray-Bans is. Ray-Bans has a reach to millions and millions of people. So if millions and millions of people are going to buy this, they want to make sure that the privacy rules are followed. Because the little Chinese camera producer that produces the little spy camera, nobody even knows about it, right? Like, unless you go out of your way and do that. The minute it hits mass market, they're going to want to enforce those laws and rules.
I don't know. Sounds weird to me.
It's just the way it is. You can't regulate everyone. You just can't. Simply cannot. They can prevent them from
Do
selling.
you think
but
it's
somebody's
right for them to do this?
European Union
Do you agree with that decision?
as a company,
What do you mean? I'm asking you as like a
as a person?
yeah, like from a moral standpoint, I guess if you want to put it in.
I honestly don't give a shit. I don't care. I could care less. What to me doesn't matter whether the light is there or not.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
To
that
me, it
was my
doesn't
question.
matter. I don't think for most people it doesn't matter. For the little few creeps that wanted to do that, it matters. But for me, it doesn't matter, right? Yeah, there's plenty of those glasses to get it right now, and they'll record and whatever, this and that, the third. Fine, no problem. So Spy produces their own now. Is it their own or no?
Yeah. Don't they make cases and stuff like that? Isn't that what they do?
I
Who?
have no idea.
This company.
Spy makes glasses. They make glasses. I know them as glass makers. But the point is that they're delayed because of that light, and then people figured out how to take it out, and now they figured out how to prevent that. So we're trying like with the GoPro. If GoPro is on your head or on your chest, that's kind of an indication that you're recording. It might be recording, might not, but that's an indication.
A lot of people have found ways to hide those, though.
Yeah, I mean, you can always figure out a way to hide it. I mean, you can take the, I don't know, you can put a black tape over the thing, or you can take a Sharpie and color it. You can do all kinds of
The
things.
GoPros are kind of hard to get by as a sneak camera. Every time you turn it on, beep beep beep.
Yeah. I think you can turn that off.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, with the Ray-Bans, you can take a Sharpie and then color the light. If you really want to do that.
Yeah, a lot of people were getting them like modded. Like they'll take them to somebody, and somebody would take them apart and like basically disable the light. Or I don't know what they would do, disconnect it, or
Well, what was the point
They
of
would
that?
just fucking burn the damn
I
light.
don't know. People don't want to have the light when they're recording. They don't want other people around them knowing that they're recording.
Yeah, because they're probably trying to get content on Instagram to go viral, and the light is indicating that they're going recording this and that. the third.
I watched this one guy. He's called like the no rejection guy or some shit like that. He purposely goes to like really really expensive like watch boutiques.
Mhm.
He goes to like crazy car dealerships, and like he just gets like the whole experience. Doesn't actually do anything about it,
I had no
but he
idea.
just walks in and like acts like he's about to buy everything kind of thing, and
Mhm.
like gets
And
test
just
drives in
records
these
it.
cars and then records the whole. Essentially, like he's trying to show off the whole experience, and I guess also like show how he can, as long if he presents himself correctly, he can get these people to believe anything.
Yeah.
Um,
Maybe he just, you know what, honestly, at this point, if he's popular, he's probably contacting them and saying, hey, listen, I have this
well, he
channel.
gets a lot of videos.
I'm not going to buy anything, but I'm going to come in and give you free
he
advertising. Are you okay
shows,
with that?
He shows a lot of videos of like people like trying to reject him, like asking him, "Oh, those glasses recording? Like, you sure? Those look like like Ray-Ban glasses or shit like that."
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, it's probably scripted. Just like, there's this whole thing. Did you see Steve Will Do It give the Rolexes to the Mexico team?
yeah, I heard about that.
Did you hear what happened afterwards?
They gave him back.
Yeah, why?
I don't know.
Because Hublot has the contract with the FIFA and all that stuff, and Mexican team also has the contract with FIFA, blah, blah, blah. Hublot was pissed about it, so they made him give the watches back. Now, here's the question. Do you think Steve Will Do It knew that he's going to get those watches back, and that's why he did it?
Maybe.
You know what I mean? But he went viral by doing that. See what I mean? So a lot of people are thinking that there could be a little bit of that involved as well. Right, Felix? like Spartans. Kudos on the 300. Yeah, this is Sparta.
You got? I think we might have talked about it. Have you guys talked about? Have you guys watched like anything on the Odyssey? It's coming out soon. It's like a really big hype movie.
Odyssey movie.
The Odyssey.
Whole bunch of shit. People
Yeah.
talking shit about it
Yeah.
because the cast, but apparently the person that filmed the movie is known like. This is the controversy. He's known for selecting really, really good actors for it.
Always has been.
Always has been. And now the criticism is that Helen of Troy is portrayed by an actress that doesn't look like what Helen of Troy would look like, right? Now, number one. And number two, their
A
whole
black
thing
woman.
is, huh?
A black woman.
Yeah.
What you're saying, yeah.
Hmm. Well, not only that, like all the actresses don't look it, right? That's what they're saying. And then, which is basically saying that's his thing because now everybody gets to talk about it, right? And then,
It's a big downgrade.
yeah. Because Helen of Troy was supposedly this super beautiful woman that all the nations used to fight for, right? And now,
You could have picked at least a better looking one.
yeah, like they could have been Halle Berry.
Something else.
You know what I
She
mean?
looked like you just
I
got
don't
out of
think-
the fucking
I
fields, bro.
Personally think, knowing the track record this director has, which is Christopher Nolan,
Yeah.
by the way, one of the fucking.
I'm just
I think
judging
he
by
is the
image.
like GOAT when it comes to big screen action.
But plus he also put Achilles. Have you seen the lineup?
Yeah, I know
Achilles,
the lineup.
Achilles is like this big in comparison to everybody else in the movie.
Yep. He's being played by this actor who used to be a female.
Yeah.
Got ripped though. I saw footage the other day of
Boxing?
of him training, ripped, but he's still small as shit, like short, pretty like
He?
small. He, she, it means the he now. What it is. Brother, what do you want me to say?
Anyway, I don't know. The criticism comes in because of the actors.
I mean, there's a couple that you have criticism about, but the rest are fucking
Rest are good.
really fucking good. I
Yeah,
mean,
rest actors
and
are
it's
good.
not like those
Matt
people are
Damon-
good actors. I mean, people are talking about because you gotta, in reality, just say it out front. You got a black girl playing someone you expected to be white and pretty, which I mean, that picture of her is like her sitting in fucking grass with the picture that they use doesn't help.
pull
right?
pull her up. There's
Like,
the name right there.
Like if you pull
Here's
her
the
up as
name
an
right there.
actual
Pull her
actor,
up.
I'm sure you can maybe find a bunch of pictures of her that you'd think she's pretty.
Well, let's see if we can find pictures of her pretty.
Every picture that they use is the same one, dog.
Yeah, they're doing that shit on purpose, bro.
Sure, let's do this.
I don't know.
That's
I think it's a bunch of fucking
so fucked.
shitty noise, in my opinion.
I
There's still actors that operate at a high level.
I get it, but
It's not. I'm not a fucking director to tell someone who they should and shouldn't pick.
but
It's
I
not
grew
my
up
job.
watching Brad Pitt's Achilles, in that Odyssey. And that Odyssey was a badass movie. There were badass fighting
I'm
scenes.
still expecting this to be a fucking badass movie. If I'm being honest, I expect this to be one of the really best movies of the year, probably.
I don't know. Although, the movie that did get a lot of criticism and a lot of praise was something Citizen Vigilante.
No idea.
Citizen Vigilante went viral, basically, to the point where England is banning the movie completely. They're not allowing the movie to play. But this movie became like a talk of the town for sure.
When did this come out? Hates his racist comeback film. What the fuck?
Yeah, Zendaya is booming now. She also has the Hera's role. I don't like Zendaya as an actress personally, but whatever. That's just a personal opinion. It's
Oh, so it hasn't even come out yet. Or
what
no,
do you
it
mean?
just came
It's
out.
out.
Yeah, it just came
And
out.
it's out, and Musk let everybody watch the movie on X for free for 3 days in a row. It's the number
Six
one movie.
percent on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yep, number one. It's 6%
I mean,
of
I
Rotten.
don't,
Pull
I
it up.
don't,
Pull it up. Actually, this is good. This is good. Pull up Rotten Tomato. Hit the Rotten Tomato score.
I don't
6% by
ever.
critics. 92% by people that watched it. 6% by critics. 92% by people that watched
I
it.
don't ever really. I take every time I see a critic score, I take it with a grain of salt.
Do you think there's a little bit of bias there? If 92% of the people that watched it said it's an amazing movie, and 6% of the critics came in and said, 17 out of 17 reviewers, which are critics,
Give it a
only
6%.
6%. Do you think there's a little bit of bias in this?
Bias it with who? With the audience or the reviewers?
Reviewers.
I mean, there has to be something.
Correct. Here, xenophobic and blah blah blah, this and that, the third, the fourth. This is a movie about, I think it's in England, and it's about immigrants, basically criminal immigrants. That's what it's about. And this is why critics are giving it the score they're giving it, and this is why the movie is banned in Britain. Yeah, but the movie itself was basically really good. I haven't watched it yet, but I'm sure I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, I want to watch The Odyssey.
And it
I'm
was
excited
produced-
for that new Spider-Man movie too.
This movie was produced by a German producer. He's the director and a producer of the movie. He owns his own director and production company. Can you pull it up? He's done a lot of good movies, actually. The producer of Citizen Vigilante, director of Citizen Vigilante. Uwe Boll. Look up what movies he's made. Yeah, this is the guy. What movies has he made? Yeah, there you go.
Rampage, Postal, Blood Rain, In the Name of the King, Alone in the Dark, Citizen Vigilante, House of the Dead, Far Cry, Rampage, Capital Punishment.
Rampage was an odd movie.
And he's done all of this basically because he was able to own his own company. That's why he's never gone by any rules of any of the Hollywood or anyone. There's like, this is the movie I'm producing, and this is it.
Nothing I really recognize though.
Well, no, I've seen the movie. Like, go back up from the top. Yeah, Rampages, I've watched those. The King, In the Name of the King, I've seen that. Alone in the Dark, I've seen that. Then the Blood, whatever, Auschwitz.
That's gotta be a brutal movie.
It looks crazy. The fucking title looks crazy. Not like the cover.
Blood
yeah.
Rain, I've seen that. Assault on Wall Street. In the Name of the King, that's number 2. But anyway, so this movie basically, that was the whole thing about it. That critics scored it 6, but then everybody else that watched it scored it 92. You know what I mean? So clearly, there's a lot of bias here on the movie, and it's number 1 movie on Amazon Prime, as of today. So people are renting it in mass. So I don't know. There's a shift going on in between what Hollywood wants us to watch and what people want to watch, right? And
I think movies is one of those things where you're always gonna see everyone has their own taste for things, and so you're constantly always gonna see different kinds of movies. I get what you're saying, like what Hollywood wants us to watch versus what we actually want to watch.
mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, Hollywood's not gonna make films if they don't think they're gonna make money.
Yeah, well, this is why Disney's basically, he quit, Disney CEO, he quit, but in reality he was pushed out because all the movies that he produced, they were
Wasn't it a
shit.
she?
Now?
Wasn't before? Wasn't that a she?
Well, she, maybe, I don't know, whatever the CEO is. Whoever the CEO was. Can you pick up the CEO of Disney? Who was before? Iger, Bob Iger. Bob Iger is basically no longer a CEO. And when Bob Iger took over, they started making all those woke movies, and basically people damn near canceled everything on Disney. That's why Bob Iger tried to push it and it didn't work out for him. You know what I mean? And he basically was pushed out.
Well, now we're back striking military targets on Iran, boys.
Yeah. Yeah, once they secured the oil, I mean, we've already imported like stupid amounts of oil from Venezuela at this point. This is why
Apparently
the prices.
the Kurds are going to be taking on our fight over in Iran. They already got a front line going.
Kurds are going to go against the Iranians.
Yeah.
Well, Kurds have been, my understanding is they've been kind of smacked over the head by Iran several times before, so.
Well, compared to the IRGC, they're nothing.
Compared to IRGC, yeah, but I mean.
But hey, if we can create proxies the same way that they're creating proxies.
Well, no, it's not about the proxies. Look at Ukrainians. Ukraine comparison to Russia is nothing, yet Ukraine was able to kind of withstand Russia, right? And they still do. The war is still going on.
Yeah, but it's a different game when you're playing defense, you know? It's not the same as attacking. It's a different game. Defense.
Supporting the United States.
Defense being smaller could probably be easier. But trying to invade a country that's bigger than you, or with more resources, that's going to be hard.
Yeah. No, yeah, but I mean, they're still going to be supported by Israel and United States and the rest of the world. They're going to get money for it and equipment and all that stuff. And
well, I believe I heard talks of them starting two fronts. The first one being started by the Kurds, and then the second one probably going to be backed by the U.S. and Israel.
there you go.
But who knows what the relationships with Israel are going to be like in a couple of years.
Yeah, because would you see the whole Turkey thing? Israel just announced that they are accepting Armenian genocide that was committed by Turks.
And Turks are now going to be able to buy F-35s.
Huh?
The Turks are going to be able to buy F-35s. Which a concern with that is that the Turks already allow Russian technicians to operate with the anti-air missiles that are supposed to take those downs. So they're worried that now that they have F-35s, the technicians can just run tests on the F-35s, and now that they have that, they can just shoot shit down easier.
And probably that's why Israel accepted Armenian genocide, because there were only two countries in the world left, basically, that did not say about the Armenian genocide anything. That was Israel and United States, and Turkey, obviously, because Turkey to this day denies it. So I think that was part of it, because Turkey allowed those Russians there, and the United States said, hold my beer, we're going to do it through Israel. And Israel came out and said what they have to say. Erdogan was not very happy about it. However, now Greeks are basically saying until Anatolia is given back to somebody, there was a elected person in our Congress basically said, hit him with taxes or no Turkish products until they give Anatolia back to.
I haven't really studied up on this topic, but do you know what the fuck happened to Greece's economy?
Greece's economy basically took a shit about 10, 15 years ago, and the World Bank had to come in and save him.
Why?
I don't remember the exact reasons why, but it's going to give you bullshit reasons right here. They're probably, you kind of have to look what was going on at that time there and what they were trying to do and why the economy was tanked and why the World Bank had to come in.
Too much debt, weak tax collection, turning the euro made borrowing cheap, global financial crisis, deficit figures were revised upwards. Greece couldn't devalue its currency because Greece used the euro. It could not print its own money to value its currency to make exports cheaper. Set its own independent monetary policy. So it's a clusterfuck of shit.
Well, it is, but if you look at it, Argentina is the same thing. Ain't nobody's going out there and bailing Argentina out. Why? Why did Greece get bailed out? Like, the question is, why is World Bank coming in? You have to understand, like, anytime World Bank comes in my opinion, there's not proven, anytime World Bank comes in, there is a bigger picture there, right? Because when World Bank comes in, now they own the country, and then they can basically tell them what, like, this person is going to come in, buy this industry, this person is going to come in, do this, do that. Like, there has to be a reason why Greece was that, because Greece was probably doing something that did not align with the international community, specifically with most likely the United States, and they were kind of smacked over the head for it. That's literally what it was. I just don't remember what it was at that time. But Argentina,
a lot of the Greek population is very split on whether staying or just moving countries.
to where?
What I've seen.
To where? Staying or moving country?
European Union.
Well, you have to look at it like part of the Greece and Cyprus, part of Cyprus is Turkish and the other part is Greek. They're constantly fighting each other over the control of Cyprus, number one. Number two, like, there's a lot of people that don't want that. They don't want European Union. They want to stay with that.
No, there's people that want to stay, but it's very split. But just people in general, like, it's just hard to live there. The cost of living is too high. People don't want to stay at home. They want to be able to be more independent.
Yeah. But the rest of the world is like that. I mean, remember when we were in Europe, everybody was talking about how they don't like tourists because tourists are increasing prices of Airbnbs. Now people are getting pushed out of their homes because they can't stay there anymore. The cities are becoming more expensive. Globalization is happening, you know. So you either go
It's
with
been
it
an
or
issue with any touristy place for the last 50 years.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like, whether
Probably
they
more
like it
than
or not
that.
is gonna happen. You know, if there's money to be made, people are gonna make money.
You guys know about how Bermuda basically covers itself by being the huge insurance provider to all, like, natural disasters along the eastern coast, as well as, like, the Atlantic side, like California.
Bermuda is?
Yeah.
That sounds like a very interesting scheme they got going on. Bermuda with no.
And they cover the insurance for natural disasters.
Yeah, so, like, hurricanes and shit, all the insurance
Yeah,
Are you telling me we got like a 20 witches out in the fucking Bermuda Triangle summoning hurricanes on us?
No.
Trying to
What
make
is
a
it?
bunch of money?
No, they just
No.
took advantage of the fact that they built their whole entire structure on that. So Bermuda is a haven for hurricanes, but their infrastructure, the way they built it was, all the houses, they have like white roofs, so it filtrates the water, and they store in cisterns underneath the grounds. They're like fortresses. So what happens is when a hurricane comes by, sure, there's bullshit going on, but then as soon as it ends, they recover super quickly. Everything gets back and going very, very quickly.
Well, how are they insuring rest of the eastern?
Insurance covers natural disasters.
Of United States you're talking about?
Major parts of it, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. There's got to be.
Insurers and reinsurers heavily cover natural disasters globally. In fact, the island operates as a massive global climate risk capital, providing billions in catastrophe capacity for perils like hurricanes, floods, and earthquakes.
Where are they getting the money from?
Just ask the AI on the bottom.
Okay, yeah, I forgot to add that.
It'll already know what you're looking at, so.
Global capital markets. That, yeah, that makes no sense to me. Catastrophe bonds, sidecars, traditional corporate equity and share. Yeah, this is all bullshit. This is all horseshit.
I don't think so.
This is all horseshit. If that's the case, United States government, with all the power and everything, literally controlling the world economy, cannot figure out a better insurance product than Bermuda does this? Come on, let's be serious here. Any other country that's bigger than Bermuda cannot figure this out with all the intellectual property they have and all the intellectuals there that are controlling these markets that can do this for you, and somehow Bermuda figured out the way and nobody else can?
I wouldn't say Bermuda figured it out. I'd say someone figured
it out and gave it to Bermuda.
And went to Bermuda.
Yeah, that's more plausible. And there's probably a lot of money washing going on through Bermuda. There's a lot of that money is circulating through Bermuda to wash it. That's exactly what's going on there. Nothing to do with them reinsuring
They
anything.
have 0% tax, so
And on top of that, they have 0% tax.
they only have like 60 something thousand people living here.
Yes, with 0% tax, somehow they're able to build their roads, build these intricate systems of logistics and intricate systems of storing water. And then what do the people do? Bermuda's is like, what was their major economy? The insurance? How do they get money? How do people earn money? How do they track goods into the island?
Very expensive.
So how did they afford all that? See what I'm saying? It just doesn't make any sense.
I can't give you all the fucking answers to the
No, I
video
know
watched,
you
bro.
can. I know you can. All I'm
just
trying to say.
pulling out fun facts. You're trying to fucking debate me. I didn't make the damn video. I'm just telling you the information.
No, I'm not trying to debate you. All I'm trying to
Have
say.
the video pulled up.
No, all I'm trying to say, and this smells like fish here.
No, but it is. It's crazy.
Yeah. No, I believe it. I believe it is clearly because AI is giving
I
us
was trying
the.
to look up like the map. Bermuda insurance reinsurers
Saludos. What's up, Maddie?
globally.
We need to have Matt back on a pod so he can
Oh,
talk
yeah,
about
Matt's
more
funny.
about AI because he knows a little more about it than I do.
Doesn't give me a map.
Not a little, a lot more. Yeah, there's money laundering going on. I guarantee you. I was a betting man on Kalshi.
Speaking of betting, man, on Kalshi, I didn't realize we had the Mac this weekend on the cards. Might as
Yeah,
well
this
know.
is Sparta, Matt.
Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
He's gonna be fighting this weekend. What do you guys think about that?
I think he needs to be put away second time. I'm rooting for it.
For Max to win?
For Max to win, yep.
What do you think, Miggy?
I'm so locked in on trying to figure out this information about the fucking island, bro. What was the question?
Well, see, now if we
Conor
had
McGregor versus Max Holloway this weekend.
That's interesting, Connor.
the Hermes, we could have had it scrape and tell us exactly what's going on.
Shit would have
in the
probably
whole
took
thing.
half hour.
Huh?
Trying to figure out how to fucking have it do that efficiently.
Yeah, so, but yeah, I'm thinking Max. I want Max to win. Not thinking I want him to win. And Connor's been out for way too much. There's this famous interview with Connor. He said, "I make shit ton of money, but I also spend shit ton of money. And this is why I have to continue making shit ton of money." And I think he's just running out of money. He just got a good payday. That's why he decided to go back in. He might be running out of money. And I hope Max wins. I really do. And we'll put a nail in Connor's grave for once and all.
This is how it works, by the way.
Imagine a massive Category 5 hurricane slams into the coast of Florida. A regular insurance company, let's call them Whitney Insurance, might have to pay out 100,000 claims, all at exactly the same time.
Yeah, that's where the reinsurance comes in.
But if Whitney Insurance had to pay out all of those billions of dollars at once, they would go completely bankrupt. The homeowners would get nothing, and the regional economy would be ruined. So, to prevent this, Whitney Insurance buys their own
Yeah.
insurance policy. They transfer a
Yeah,
massive
they get reinsured.
risk to a reinsurance company.
Mm-hmm.
Where do the vast majority of the world's biggest property catastrophe reinsurance companies live? Right in the capital city of Hamilton, Bermuda. Because of their unique British overseas territory status, their lack of corporate income tax, and their proximity to the United States,
That's your answer. That's why they're there.
of expensive coastal real estate in the world, Bermuda became the absolute epicenter of the global
Nah, bro, this is bullshit. This is complete horseshit, propaganda bullshit, man. Like, if you're gonna say, bro,
It's commie bullshit, bro.
it's not commie bullshit. It's just him saying what the situation is right now. You can figure,
Commie bullshit.
yeah, you can figure this shit out within 5 seconds of just literally. That's what we did. We just put it on ChatGPT, gave us exactly what this guy is talking about in 15 minutes, in 4 seconds, right? Yeah, I don't believe this shit for a minute.
It's not always. It's just often. They have a lot of them there.
No, I get that, but where does the reinsurance company get its money? How does the reinsurance company not go bankrupt? Because Wendy went bankrupt.
They buy the bonds from Bermuda. That's what he just said.
Hmm?
They buy the bonds from Bermuda so that they don't go broke.
They buy the bonds from Bermuda.
Yeah, that's what they said, no?
They get reinsured by Bermuda.
Yeah. Right? It's
what they're saying is Bermuda is financing their reinsurance money by buying bonds and corporate and investing in the stock market, doing this, that, the third, the fourth. Then that makes them the best investors in the world. Why aren't all the richest people going to those investors to have their money invested?
I mean, I'm sure there's people. That's why they have a shit ton of people that have the money that they have there.
There's 60,000 people that live on the island.
Yeah, they got their own currency, I think.
Yeah.
They have control. Actually, no, they run under euro, but they have control.
Yeah,
over,
go to ChatGPT real quick for me. We'll figure this out one way or another one.
Just don't
Hit
make
the
it
microphone.
Don't make it too long. We got 5 minutes.
What are some of the conspiracy theories about Bermuda? Not the stuff that's disappearing, but as far as like how they're making money and how they're able to afford the reinsurances. I want the conspiracy theories. I don't want them necessarily to be true or not. Even if it's crazy, give me the conspiracy theories.
First one, Al Capone is still running his drug program out of the Bermuda.
Bermuda is just tax-friendly jurisdiction. It allegedly acts as a giant parking lot for the wealth of billionaires, multimillionaires, corporations, and powerful families. I can see that. Reinsurance is just a tax shelter. Yup, there you go. Now this makes more fucking sense. The real owners are hidden. Suppose they conceal the identity. Okay, so if they conceal the identity, you don't know who this is. So that means their money is being hidden. That means people are not paying taxes. Great. Insurance companies are lending catastrophe money. Laundering catastrophe money. Yeah. Bermuda survives because powerful countries allow it. Well, that's horseshit. It's the insurance capital because government wants it there. Well,
you know how much fucking money they would have to pay if they weren't allowed to like exchange goods? They have no resources.
I know that.
They have nothing.
No, I get that.
They got rainwater.
But I don't think
English had to develop rainwater for these fuckers to live. They paint their houses white in a specific staircase pattern so that the fucking rain drips down into the cisterns, alright?
Matt's like, my head is getting lost in the Bermuda Triangle. His shirt is the clue. No, yeah. See the fucking mile away on this shit. Bermuda is too wealthy for its size. Catastrophe bonds are manipulated. Yeah, I can see that. Why Bermuda actually became so important. Okay, so there you go. These are the conspiracy theories. I say at least half of them are true, probably. I don't know.
Can you pull up the card for this weekend?
UFC card. Let's see what we got. Holloway McGregor, obviously. Pimblich, Benito, St. Dennis. I think Benito is going to dismantle Pimblet.
I think that possibly could be a very good fight, actually.
Sandhagen, Mario.
I got Corey Sandhagen.
I got Corey Sandhagen as well. Brandon Royval. I don't know this one.
Loney. I'm going Loney.
I'm going with Terrence McKinney on this one.
I don't have a pick for that one.
Yeah, I'm going with McKinney on this one. McKinney's really good at jits too, so he's not just a chump, right? He's good at what he does.
There's some good prelims too. I think Robert Whitaker is fighting on the prelims.
In the age, because yeah, he's very young. I think he's like what 20, 21, 22, something like that.
Doesn't say.
Yeah, he's very young versus.
This guy just looks too old.
No, he's like in his
old.
30s. Yeah, he's in his 30s.
The king.
And then Nikita Krylov against Whitaker. I say Whitaker on this one. Just biased, you know. Gable Stevenson.
Cody Garbrandt fighting again. Oh, they got this is the card with Gable Stevenson. Damn, so I gotta watch the prelims on this one. God damn it. There's some good ones on the prelims. Cody Garbrandt, Luke Riley. Yeah, these are some good fights on the prelims. Damn, then they got Tracy's fought on
yeah,
other prelims
Tracy.
too.
I say Wang Kong is gonna win. Tracy done quit. She making too much money on.
Well, in that picture, she looks like a, but
I don't care.
Yeah.
She looks like
Doesn't she have OnlyFans now?
I don't know.
I think so.
I wouldn't know.
Cesar Alameda. I say maybe Cesar Alameda on this one.
Yeah, I don't know the rest of the
I
guys.
don't know. Yeah, they're all new.
I think it's gonna be a good weekend.
Alessandro Costa is kind of like a Wish version of what's his name?
Diego Lopez.
Diego Lopez. Yeah.
He's got the same mullet. Same weird ass mullet these guys are doing now. I think
Mm.
he has a mullet.
Oh,
Or
I just
not.
figured out that there's this such thing as skullet. Did you guys know about the skullets?
I've heard about it. I don't
Can you
know
pull
what
up a
exactly
skullet
what
on
it
there?
means.
Yeah. I heard about the skullets now.
Oh, you got the skull out with the mullet in the back.
Yeah.
I think this looks like you got getting your hair grabbed while you're getting fucked from behind. This is what this looks like.
I can't. There it is. It's small, but people can see it.
Listen.
Dude, what the fuck?
Legendary.
That and a Bud Light and a fucking pack of Marlboro Reds. Dude.
Say go down. Say that to them Vikings. See what would happen.
Nah, that's fuck, what's his name? Floki. That's
Floki.
Floki from Vikings.
Yeah, say that to Vikings. See what happened. Oh, by the way, talking about Vikings. So what's his name is going viral right now everywhere on social media. The soccer player on Norway's team, Holland, is going viral everywhere for basically like his Snapchat is blowing up right now because he like apparently makes like funny faces and shit on Snapchat and just so yeah.
I haven't seen anything from him really. I just know that fucking FIFA's really big right now. I mean, I feel like a lot of the people I wouldn't have seen watching it the past years are watching it.
There was a controversy where Egypt, a lot of people like Egypt complained to FIFA and then asked them to launch an investigation, formal investigation, because they're basically saying that they shouldn't have lost to Argentina. And they're saying because of Messi, they want to keep Messi playing. And they were losing by 2-0, and then somehow Argentina comes back 3-2 and wins. And then they were saying that there's a lot of dirty calls, so they're calling in whoever the ref was to review this and figure out the fuck's going on, this and that, the third.
Yeah, I saw they launched an official investigation for one of them was money laundering. I think I saw.
I
And
don't
then,
know. I didn't see the money laundering, but I saw like they're talking about racism. They're talking about how Argentinian fans they're talking about part of the investigation is how Argentinian fans were talking shit to Speed.
What the fuck is the Argentina team gonna do about that? The fuck out.
Not Argentina team, the Argentinian fans.
Yeah, but what the fuck is FIFA gonna do about the way the fans act? Go.
They're basically trying to hold the organization accountable for the things that are happening.
There's nothing the fans are gonna fucking do. And why is Egypt complaining about somebody who doesn't even support their team?
I think they just threw everything in one bucket. Hopefully something sticks.
Our boys. How?
Yeah. All right, guys. I'm gonna wrap it up for today. Special episode number 300. We'll see you guys next week for 301. Peace.